Yep.
Welcome to another episode of Silk Sessions After Dark. I'm your girl, Mimi Michelle, your hairstylist, your author, and your podcaster. Today we are continuing where we left off last week. We are on chapter 9 of A Moment in the Hourglass, and we are breaking that bad boy down. We might read some inserts, we might get in depth, but I want y'all to get involved, ask questions, and leave your comments. And go out and get this good wine. Taraji, send me a couple of bottles, because it is on point.
It is.
It's a Moscato. It's called Seven Daughters. And for me not to like Moscato, it is really, really good. So without further ado, let's get into it, ladies. Okay. We got Darlene on the end, we got Tracy in the middle, and I'm your girl. Let's do it. Okay. All right, so we are more than just a gym. Oh, that was good, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. Tell me what you thought about more than just a gym.
Because I've been there.
Yes.
As you described it, Coach V, of course we know. Mm-hmm. And I've been there. I've been to the gym. Had trained and worked, and it's literally a sanctuary.
Yes.
And whereas women, you don't have to worry about men looking and gawking at your other gyms, but they're there for your whole mind, body, and soul. It ain't just working out. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I thought that was a good.
So she wakes up. I think in chapter 8, not 8, but in chapter 8. Because in chapter 6 and 7, mm-hmm. they done rekindled their situation. Mm-hmm. They done busted down a couple times. Mm-hmm. And so she gets up after chapter 8 and she is motivated. Mm-hmm. She's glowing. She puts her hair in her husband's favorite style. And she said, it's time for me to go to the gym. And he's like, where you going? LA Fitness. She said, no, I'm going to Pink Room. Mm-hmm. He gets excited because he knows what I can't do for her is definitely going to happen there. Mm-hmm. Because in real life, the Women's Health and Fitness Center will get you together. Yeah. You may go in there one day and she can just see it on you. I'm talking about my aunt. So she could just see it on you. And she was like, wait, y'all, everybody stop. Mm-hmm. Let's pray. Or they'll sit down on the floor and they'll just start talking. She could just feel it, and I just thank her for that. Mm-hmm. So when Phoenix walks in, because it's a long drive mm-hmm. from Fulshire to the gym,
okay,
like an hour. Mm-hmm. And when she walks in, everybody sees her but Fee. Mm-hmm. And she tells them, shh. So when she turns, when Fee turns around, mm-hmm. they all just kind of break down.
Yeah. And
so they sit down, they work out. She said, well, I need you because she hasn't gained weight. She's lost a lot of weight. Yeah. So they train, they work out. She kills her like she do everybody. Mm-hmm. And then they start talking, and she comes to realize that almost everybody that's in that gym has gone through what she's gone through. And they talk her back. They talk her back. They're like, we're here for you. And I think everybody needs a community. Yeah. And that's what I wanted to show in the book. You gotta have community. Yeah. You can't isolate yourself. The idle mind is the devil's playground. Yeah. And if you're steeped in sorrow and you isolate yourself, he is going to attack your mind. Yeah. So just like I was trying to show everybody, please get your affairs in order. Yeah. Please get your community. And you ain't got to tell everybody your business, because everybody don't mean you good.
Right.
But find you some people you could trust. Yeah. What was your favorite chapter, Darlene, out of the whole book?
Out of the whole book?
Yeah. Because you got sticky notes.
I do. I think that the treasure box one was, but I like the shenanigan, like the family shenanigan. Yes. I liked the restaurant scene, and then I liked how it ended. So mm-hmm. It was a kind of a mixture of everything, because it's certain parts of it that really kept you going. I don't think I had a favorite chapter. If I had to pinpoint one, it would be the treasure box one, where you just stress the value of making sure business is taken care of. I think this one too. Only because the notes that I wrote there is that I saw your personal story intertwined. You didn't have to tell me. I knew that was your aunt. Like that character identified with all of our journey of trying to, when I first joined the choir, the first thing you said, Lord, pray for me to get my body back. And I was like, who is this lady? But
Baby, I've lost it and found it several times. Right now she lost, but I'm still cute. But she'll be back. It's all right. Yeah, because I'm still cute and men still like me.
So this one too, because the sense of community and belonging and making sure you have a support system in addition to the church where you go worship.
Because church is not always in the building. Church is here with the communion.
With the
fellowship.
With the fellowship, you know what I mean? Judge not yet, lest you be judged. But you gotta have some friends, and you gotta have the right friends.
Yeah.
You kind of have them ones that's not like, say you having issues with your man. You gotta have that friend you can share that stuff with. That's like, girl, if I was you, I'd leave him. That bitch ain't got a man.
By herself.
Yeah.
You gotta have one. Well, it's gonna be all right. Do you need prayer? Well, let me tell you how I will fix it. Or you just go home and apologize. You gotta have them kind of friends, because if you don't, they gonna wreck your stuff, and then they gonna go home and waddle it. Now they happy. Because they screwed you up because they screwed up.
Because misery loves company.
Yeah.
Baby,
we think equally yoked only pertains to when we're looking for a relationship with male and female. No, it's female, male to male. You gotta be equally yoked with them girlfriends too, and with them male friends.
You better say it.
Yeah.
Everybody ain't my friend.
Yeah. Nope, and they don't mean you good.
I have some.
They your friends, so they can figure out how you can come up, how you came up. So what can you do for me?
Like I tell people all the time, I'm like, when you get into a relationship, you need to be quiet and listen. Because until you know that it's the right person for you, we're not going to even say the right man, because I'm talking to everybody. Until you know that it's the right person for you, they will absolutely use everything you tell them against you if they ain't right for you, to attack you. So you need to find the right person, so that person doesn't use that as ammunition towards you to break you down. Because every man or every woman don't want you. They just want to hurt you. All right, let's all right, so chapter 10. Phoenix returns home after the gym and finally prepares herself emotionally to go through her mother's, Vivian's, treasure journals and keepsakes. As she sits in Vivian's room surrounded by memories, she reflects on her mother's wisdom, especially regarding Jaden in their reconciliation. Phoenix opens the box of treasures, discovering the years of meticulous, organized journals back to 1965. She begins to realize her mother's obsessive organization has been in a connection, something deeper. More than smart.
Yes.
So, dear diary, today is Monday, September 9th, 1965, and Mama and Daddy are taking me to see Dr. Henry to figure out why I don't want to go to school anymore. They couldn't understand why their 12-year-old daughter suddenly wanted to stay home. She's so smart, Mama told the doctor, and she's always loved school. I could tell they were worried, afraid maybe someone had hurt me. But the truth is, I'm just bored out of my mind. Honestly, school feels like a waste of time. No matter what classwork Miss Abernathy gives me, it's never even hard enough. I finish it too fast and then I'm just sitting there waiting. But that's not even the worst part. I'm tired of fighting in the coat room. I'm tired of being hated. I need to go get the reeds too. Let me uncover this eye. I'm tired of being hated just for being smart. After I shared this with Dr. Henry, he looked at me kindly and said it was okay to be smart. That's when the light bulb came on for her. Say, it's okay to be smart, and I should never be ashamed of it. He told me my brilliance was a gift from God. Young lady, he said, I'm going to give you what's called an IQ test to see just how smart you are, and if you don't mind. I nodded, yes, sir. He had me read things, repeat things to test my memory and solve problems, and some with pictures and puzzles, others written down. He timed how fast I could think and solve things, but no matter what he gave me, I knocked it out the park. When the testing was over, he brought us back into his office and gave my parents the results. Mr. and Mrs. McNeil, he said, your daughter is more than smart. She is profoundly gifted, a genius. Her brain works in ways that kids her age or even teachers may never understand. Then he added, her score came back and her IQ is she has an IQ of 168. That's incredibly rare, like 1,000,001. With a mind like hers, she may feel socially awkward, out of place, or frustrated because she thinks faster than people around her. I recommend enrolling her in the William Hicks School for Gifted and Talented. With the IQ like hers, she could attend on a full scholarship. Then he turned to me and smiled. Be proud of who you are, young lady. You're not smart, you're a genius. Before we left, he handed me a brand new journal and suggested that I write down all my thoughts and feelings. Wow, my name is Vivian Rosalind McNeil. Girl, I cried when I wrote this. And I'm more than smart. I'm a genius. I am a genius. Gifted, I can't even read.
Navigator of ideas, incredible, unforgettable, special.
So, my mom is really smart. That's the only thing I put of her in the book. She used to have an IQ of 168. And she's socially awkward. And when I started doing the research for the book, that's when I found out that most people who are really smart, they don't like to hang around a lot of people because they don't understand why they don't get it. So I remember as a kid, I had some math homework and my mother was trying to help me with it. I was in the 4th grade. I remember sitting in the bed with the notebook open and she's trying to help me. And I remember her saying, why don't you get it? And because she couldn't understand why I couldn't grasp it. And it was sometimes a lot of things that I couldn't grasp. And it wasn't until I became an adult that I realized that I learned differently from other people. Because you can't be stupid and do stuff like this. You can't be dumb and do what I do every day. Measurements, color correction, things of that nature. But for a long time, we discussed that. For a long time, I didn't think I was all that smart. To the point where I came home from school one day and never went back and my mama didn't know. So for her to have a revelation in the book that it was okay to be smart, I think that unlocked for Vivian who she came to be. But she dumbed herself down the entire book, especially when she became like a teenager and an adult, because she never wanted to feel out of place.
You misunderstood.
So she dumbed herself down. So what did y'all think about her revelation?
I think twofold. One, I say to the people that are listening, stop allowing people to test your kids for negative things. A lot of times our kids are anxious and they can't be still and they're uninterested. It's because they're wise beyond their years. And so in this story, it tells the positive side of it. Instead, we've got people giving our kids medication because they are wise, right? And so they're stealing what's the most powerful thing, which is their mind. So to see the positive side of this, right? And then also to have a doctor that embraced it, spoke that positivity into her to say, you are brilliant, you're a genius. Affirmation, affirming her.
But it was a secret.
Parents,
The parents knew she was a genius, and she knew it was a genius and a doctor, but they never told the soul.
No, because the mother said, keep
this to yourself. That could have been very hindering. That the man just told me I'm smart, but she was so smart she understood. She was like, okay, Mom, okay, I won't say nothing.
Yeah.
And it made her feel more normal. It made her feel more regular. Even though, let me see, okay, we ain't gonna jump the gun. Chapter 12 is summer changes. You know, when you got your first crush.
Shantae. Because, honey, when
Phoenix continues reading about Vivian's childhood and discovers the beginning of Vivian's first love. So think about, I always tell people, she ain't just your mama. She not just your daddy.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, she was a kid.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, she was a teenager, a young adult. Once upon a time, she was a woman.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, there's a mama and woman is two totally different things. Okay, let's back to reading this. Phoenix continues to read about Vivian's childhood and discovers the beginning of Vivian's first love with the neighborhood's best friend, Michael Atkins. Michael returns from Chicago transformed physically and intellectually and becoming involved in civil rights, the civil rights movement. Vivian realizes that she's fallen in love with him just as she prepares for her scholarship interview at William Hicks School for the Gifted. So, I don't know if I wrote this before that or after that. So, there's a picture of them as before summer break, where they playing in the street. So I kind of mixed that up between me growing up in St. Louis, going outside to play, running up and down the street. I didn't have no crush then, but that's when we played double dutch. We did cheers. We could go out. We could stay out till the street lights came on. But I heard the same stories from my mom and her siblings, how they would be outside running up and down the street. But I heard the stories of the boys they liked and how they hung on the porch just like I did. And my grandmother would flicker the lights when it was time to come in. Because you know the street lights have a timer. So as the time changes outside, the street lights change. So
I was used to buzz and jerk.
Yes, they buzz in St. Louis too.
Time to go.
But she sees him then where they almost get caught, so they're outside playing and they're not supposed to be outside. And then they see the car coming from afar.
Yes.
And they book it down. I mean, they trying to get home.
The word that's the word was oh gosh, what was the word? When they saw the car.
The code word.
Sugar.
Yeah.
Sugar, I think.
Their grandmother's name.
Yeah.
The code word. They had a code word.
They were too busy all up into it. Sugar, and then you hear
if somebody said sugar, they knew it was time to go.
Right.
But he goes to Chicago for summer break, and when he comes back, you know that one boy, like, when he come back, like, oh shit, you grown up while I was gone. What are they doing? I had one of those. It's like, oh, you got taller too. Well, see you when school starts. But he became like this revolutionary. He got into like the civil rights, you know, he marched. Because think about it. When we look at those black and whites and we see people marching and being hosed down, a lot of them was teenagers.
Yes, yeah.
They was like, that's why all these laws y'all changing, y'all don't got them people no more. These some new people. Yeah. Y'all don't want to do this. This ain't what you want. What y'all gonna eat if y'all don't want to eat our cooking? If y'all separate us, y'all can't eat with us. Y'all gonna have bland, nasty food. It's just a lot of things y'all gonna lack. You might want to rethink the BS you're doing. But anyway, I digress.
Yeah.
So, Michael. Let me see. What y'all think about that whole situation?
I thought it was a very sweet friendship, best friends.
Yes.
That once he came back, but she's always liked him.
Yes, she
and
did.
then when he came back, you know, from his summer vacation in Chicago, she was looked at it like another different light. You know?
Yes, she really liked him.
Really liked
and
her.
he had always liked her from
She
the
loved
beginning, but she
him.
loved him.
Yes,
Love.
that was
She
her
loved
real
him.
love.
Yeah.
I think that's what
And I know
she
y'all
did.
wonder, well, if that was her real love and they really liked each other, you find out in the book why they didn't get together.
Yeah.
I was not. I did not see that coming, and I was
don't know if
prepared
I
for
would give
that.
it to them. They need to go buy the book.
Buy the book on that because I don't want to give you that piece. Because I was like, what?
When I wrote it
Yeah.
and I finished, I slammed the computer down.
Yeah, I would have too, because that chapter broke my heart.
It did.
Yeah.
I was just like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Friend.
Yeah,
I
because
wasn't
this
ready
is
for that.
it's a
Yeah,
it's a love story.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a lot that we're giving you,
Yeah.
but there's a whole lot that
Don't
we're
give them
not.
that. Don't
Yeah,
give
we
them that.
didn't
one.
read that yet.
Yeah.
We ain't giving y'all that one.
You
But-
gotta read the book
Read
to find out why he not Phoenix daddy. Okay?
Why he ain't Phoenix daddy?
Right. You gotta read the
You
story.
gotta read it. Yeah.
Okay, what was that? Chapter. Let's skip to chapter. Wait a minute, let me make sure because I don't.
Oh, the daddy.
Yes.
The daddy.
Shattered dreams.
That broke me too.
So
Oh,
Vivian's
good.
dreams of attending
Yeah.
the academy is destroyed when her father's alcoholism. Remember, I told you that's what happened between her and Jada because
Yeah.
she had a PTSD.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she had it was a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So alcoholism causes them to arrive late to the scholarship interview. The opportunity is given away, leaving Vivian devastated and heartbroken. This chapter marks the first major emotional fracture in the young Vivian's life.
So as I was reading that one section when the doctor needed to be there Saturday,
Yes.
August 14th. I was like, okay, maybe his birthday at 7 a.m. In my mind, I was like, okay, he really stressing that. So I was thinking, what is gonna happen?
Mm-hmm.
Trying to figure out,
Mhm.
what the end was going to be.
Mhm.
But
So-
it also tells another story that you were talking about, like the whole alcoholism. If you
Mhm.
think about it, you start with family shenanigans. Right?
Yes.
Then this just continues. So you said favorite chapter. You lead in with that, and then you wait
Yes.
for the shenanigans to happen. It's inevitable.
Yeah.
The mama drunk, the daddy are drunk, depending on the environment that
Yeah.
you're in, and it always causes a problem in the family.
Yes,
And
right.
This just shows how you got a perfect scenario,
Yeah.
right? And you got one responsibility: get me somewhere on time, but
Yeah.
You didn't. Yeah.
And
alcohol.
You kind of see it coming when you read the chapter because he's hanging out with the neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
He's hanging out with the neighbor at a tavern up the
Mhm.
street after work. And men do that. I'm not going to say black men, after work, you watch your favorite sitcom
Especially at
and
the end of the week.
they go to happy hour. We go to happy hour sometimes
Yeah.
after work. But this particular time, he went in. Like the neighbor left and went home,
Yeah.
and he was still out all night. And when he finishes at the tavern, he can't even drive himself home. And I'm painting the picture where the tavern ain't that far.
Mm-hmm.
And he's sleeping in his car. And when he wakes up, they gonna be late for this interview. Now, the sad part about this whole thing is that I pulled this from my mommy's life.
Mm-hmm.
So my mom had the opportunity to go to another school, and my grandfather wasn't drunk or nothing. He just had her late. They didn't lock the door, but she didn't get in because she was late.
Oh wow.
And so I just expanded on that
Yeah.
and like, how would that feel?
Yeah.
And he was so sorry. He was like, so sorry. But still, sometimes, like I tell people, being a parent does not come with a manual. It is on the job learning, on the job training. And sometimes your parents are going to make mistakes. And sometimes they mistakes affect who you will become.
You become,
Who you are, who you
becoming love
become.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoot. But I don't know what y'all think.
Yeah.
We just talking. I don't want to just be the only one.
No, we. Add that in. That chapter was deep.
Okay, well let's go to. Let me see what makes sure. Oh, the curse and the covering.
Mm-hmm.
Vivian struggles emotionally after losing her scholarship opportunity. Nana comforts her with wisdom and about rejection and purpose, while Phoenix connects with her mother's pain and patterns within her own marriage and family history. Phoenix begins recognizing generational cycles and traumas and dysfunction.
And what I wrote there was Big Mama's wisdom and guidance.
Yeah, she broke it down.
Yeah, and it was important, right? Because you see the picture of the grandmother, the grandfather, right? And then how you said it can be a curse or a blessing. So she gets to start to understand some of the generational curses that have been carried throughout her family, but also the blessings throughout the book when she opens that treasure box. But we don't like this. So many secrets, like the last chapter and the chapter before for me were, the next one really talks about what we're not going to share with you because you got to buy the book. Right? Yeah. But we keep so many family secrets. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. And that's the challenge that we have as Black families. If we talk about the molestations, if we talk about the thefts, if we talk about the abuse, mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, whatever it is, maybe we can, that next generation, we can influence positivity on that next generation. So for me, this was a blessing that her mom left these stories so that in your next book, when you start to write about her and Jaden's children,
everybody
needs that. And I think I want to, since we there, that, and I also want to see Pharaoh.
That's what, okay. So
I
have been asked to write a part 2 to this book, and I'll be like, oh no, it was so heavy. But you know what? I may have to, because there are so many other stories that could come from this book.
From each character.
From each character.
You can take Pharaoh. You can take Jaden and Phoenix.
Yeah.
You can take Genesis and Wayne.
Or you can take that final boom.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give y'all.
But we don't give that neither.
We're not giving that either. Because when I wrote that, I'm like, oh, they gonna kill me.
But you also,
when I wrote that,
at the end, she says, I'm okay. I don't have to go out and look. But
that look gonna find her.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
It should. You gotta read the book. You gotta buy the book and read the book.
But somebody gonna ask me, you need to write another book, and then Jaden and Phoenix are siblings. I said, oh no, I'm not messing that good relationship up.
No,
because
he tell you what it remind me of. Crazy. The whole Whitney Houston thing, how she adopted that one child, marrying his daughter.
Oh, that was kind of crazy.
Don't do that. Like, because
don't make them sick.
Because he doesn't know who his parents are. That they could actually
be sick.
But I'm not going to do that because I really want.
That could be Michael's love child that we didn't know about.
I was like,
wow, when Miss Vivian.
Then it's gonna be Iggy L because they jumped in. I'm like, I think about it, but that's a lot. Because I like to write the crazy-ish.
Well, she goes off to school.
She goes off to school later. But chapter 15.
I'm going too fast.
No, that's all right. Phoenix finds a silver lining in the loss. Despite her disappointment, Vivian finds joy in attending school with Michael.
Yes.
The chapter balances emotional heaviness with humor and family chaos, including Vivian physically fighting with her sisters, discovering who stole her dress for Michael's birthday.
That was funny.
But I had a good time writing that.
That was funny.
I had a good time writing that. Because siblings fight.
Yeah. And we steal each other's clothes.
Each other's clothes. My sister used to steal my stuff all the time. All the time. Like I was in the 8th grade. She was in elementary and she was short, thin, and her feet were really small. And I had this favorite pair of gray shoes. And I would get up in the morning looking for my shoes and they would be gone. Well, Tina's bus left before mine. And she would go in there and get my shoes. And when she came home, because her feet were so little, they was leaned to the side. They had holes all in them. I was so angry. Because she's trying to keep them shoes on all day. She had little bitty feet.
Oh, Lord.
Even though now we wear the same size, but baby, let me tell you something. Vivian wasn't playing.
She said, poop. Yeah, that was
But
good.
Vanessa don't be playing either.
Yeah.
And I know I pulled a little bit of all my auntie's personality and put them in all of them.
Okay.
So it's not just one particular aunt. It's like, oh, that's Mimi's aunt such and so. No, I kind of took all of their personalities and created all the sisters, so they would be my family.
Yeah.
That's kind of sometimes the only way I can write. I have to put myself in the frame. I have to put but yeah, she was happy to go to school with him.
She was.
Because she ended up going to school with him and surpassing him.
Yes, she did. She was
like, he was like, dang, you ain't even in my class.
Yeah, that's so true.
But she got to go to school with her the boo thing.
Student aid or whatever she was doing with the teacher. But yeah.
I think I'm in love.
Yeah.
Chapter 16. We just really getting on down to get down. Vivian attended Michael's birthday party where their relationship deepened. Her father apologized emotionally for ruining her scholarship opportunity, while Michael publicly claims Vivian as his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Phoenix in present day begins realizing that maybe hidden connections between McNeil and Atkins family.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is when he has a birthday party and she goes, she don't know. And if you notice, yellow is everywhere in the book. Yellow is, and this is how, she loves the color yellow. I was looking for yellow pajamas so I could wear yellow pajamas today, but I couldn't find any that I liked. But you should live your life like that. Live your life in yellow. And that don't necessarily mean pause, but it is a caution. So when you think something ain't quite right, pause, take a yellow. If the nigga ain't right, he ain't right. If she ain't right, she ain't right.
Yeah.
Or like living is joy, like sunshine. It warms your face.
Yeah.
It's just be. You gotta be. So what did y'all think about the birthday party? Tell me what's y'all favorite part
So
about
now
the
you
birthday
done
party.
jump from the birthday party to yellow. But we gonna stick with yellow.
Okay, stick with yellow.
Because I marked that. Like, I read the book, and then when I went back to, go over it for this, is when I picked it up. So for you to address it, it's on page 204. You say yellow. Yellow. That's the color I'll always remember when I think of my mother. Not just because it was her favorite, but because it was who she was. Bright, bold, a little bit loud, and in the most beautiful way. She was sunshine in the world that too often felt like rain. My mother could walk in a room and change the temperature with a smile. Not always warm, but always present. And I think for me, when I reread that, I was like,
it hit different.
And the way you just described it, I couldn't let it go because I was like, wow. Like you said, yellow. Yellow is a color. It brightens, it warms, it adds life. It's vibrant, right? And then to associate that with her mother as you're closing the story, it was like, wow.
I'm telling you, I cried a lot.
Yeah.
I cried. Like, I sometimes I would be at that desk and I would just bust out in this laughter. Because I wrote something so damn funny that I couldn't believe that I wrote.
Yeah.
But the heaviness or the love or the loss. Like I shared with Tracy when we did A Moment in the Hourglass late last year. I don't think you really become an adult until you lose a parent. I don't care how old you are, and especially your mama. I don't know what I would do without her.
Yeah.
I don't want to visualize it, even though I know that day must come.
Yeah.
But I don't think you really mature. I don't think you really become a true adult until you have to live without them. So you should cherish them while you have the time, because the hourglass will empty. It will empty with me, it will empty with you, it will empty with you, it will empty with your enemies. Like, what are you gonna be mad with somebody for and then you go to sleep and wake up, you don't have no way to apologize to them because they're gone. So just make that thing right while you have the time, because time waits for no one. Not even time.
Yeah.
Time waits for no one.
You want to talk about anything? It don't have to be any particular. Or
And Motown Party was something though.
Well,
Bumping and grinding.
Yeah.
Took you back
Back
to
to
the house.
yeah. Because I know this ain't in the book, but I remember the first house party where a boy asked me to dance, and I was so nervous, and the record kept skipping. It was a Luther Vandross song, and it was long ago, and then they would start the record all over again, looking for the nickel, they looking for the penny to get the record, so it was not skipping, and I'm like, this. But by the time I got comfortable dancing with him, I was like, that was the best.
I remember those. Since I was a slow dance.
Yeah.
We did ours at we didn't have the house parties, but ours at the community center, you know.
Oh, baby, I was with house parties.
We had the house parties.
Or like in A-Leaf, they used to rent out the clubhouse, and they charged $3 to get in. And it was like, to rent the clubhouse, it was like $25. And then when the party was over, you get your $25 back. It just had to be clean. Oh, baby, I get, pop it, drop it, down. These little kids don't know nothing about that.
No.
Yeah, but it makes you understand why she fought her sisters.
Yeah.
Because she was trying to look pretty for Michael.
She was, and then mom was like, "Nah, I ain't gonna be washing hair now, but I'll do this."
Yes, because getting your hair shampooed back then was a chore.
It was.
It was a chore. So should we do chapter 18? Woogie, we need to talk.
Just highlight. Don't give them the.
Okay.
Don't give because that's part of the.
Okay, so we just gonna say this. Phoenix shares her discoveries with Jade and calls her cousin Wayne, Woogie, to discuss the family secret she's uncovered. Wayne becomes emotional as they begin piecing together the hidden history surrounding the Atkins brothers and their parents.
And the beauty is that even in her, think about the story of her IQ, 168, so smart.
Yes.
That she had enough sense to leave all of this stuff in a diary for her daughter to find this out, to be able to tell the truth eventually.
Yes.
She's like, I took it to my death, but I want you to know the truth.
Yes.
And then she can help other people find the real truth.
Because think about it. She didn't end up being with Michael, but Wayne and their mama ended up being with the brother.
Yes.
That was, I was like, girl, you better put this. Okay, y'all know I used to be a rapper, right? And I do write songs. So when I was writing this, I was in that thing. I was like, I'm telling you, when it was, because every time a book is over, I cry. Every single time. I'm like, oh my God, this is so good. I hope the people like it. Oh, what if they don't like it? Oh, what if I made a whole lot of mistakes? Because after rereading, I found one mistake. No, it was just, so Atkins. And if you find it, one time I spelled it wrong.
Okay.
And I was reading it so fast doing my editing, because I self-edit. I didn't realize it's only one time I spelled it different. But you read so fast, you don't even see it.
Yeah.
You don't even see it. Because you read it twice. You got sticky notes and you didn't see it. I'm choking off the wine. We will skip chapters 20, because now we get into some deep stuff that I think you should read for yourself.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil it for you.
Yeah.
But what we can read is Vivian writes her final journal entry revealing her diagnosis of OCD, high-functioning autism, and she has terminal liver cancer. So she knew she was about to go.
So she was already started.
She's apologizing for keeping secrets and encourages Phoenix to seek the truth and healing. The novel concludes with Phoenix delivering a moving eulogy honoring her mother. So when I started, you start at the beginning of the book. She's in the limousine going to the cemetery. But I was like, how can I connect full circle and bring her into the pulpit.
Mm-hmm.
So she does the eulogy, and that's when she breaks down Yellow, and that's when she talks about her mom. And then when she reads these journals like back to back to back to back to back, they have her kind of like paralyzed almost, where she can't do anything else once she, because I think it aided in her healing.
Mm-hmm.
But that last, that when she writes the final journal.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see.
She said, "Dear Mama."
Do we want to read Vivian's final journal, or are we gonna just skip to her final journal?
Because if we read Vivian,
Oh yeah, we can't read hers because it's gonna tell everything.
Yeah.
So y'all lucky because I was gonna give y'all all the tea.
Don't give it to them, girl. Then they won't buy it.
They better, because then we need to, before we wrap, we need to talk about who will play these parts.
I'd say let's talk about who would play the parts, and then surmise in our own words the story.
Okay.
Without giving them any more.
Okay. So I will read the final journal, which is from Phoenix. She started her own journals. So she says, "Dear Mama, thank you for leaving me your love letters of legacy, your life between the lines. Reading the words on the pages was like having you back with me all over again. Thank you for helping me understand you for real. I know I have a deep realization of who the woman Vivian was. There were so many layers to your life, and I'm overwhelmed with gratitude to have discovered each and every one. I'm forever grateful to God. I'm forever grateful that God chose you for me. You were the best mother a girl could ever ask for. And for Mr. Sinclair, we're gonna skip that. I love you, Mama." She's talking about "You will always and forever be my favorite girl. Signed, your baby, Phoenix Christina Shantae Lede, aka Bird." After sitting there for a long while with the journals resting softly on her lap, the sun began to rise, golden light spilling across the backyard, warm and quiet, just like her love. With trembling hands, I picked up the pen and turned to the very last page of the back of her journal. I didn't know what I was going to write, but I knew I had to start, because her story may have ended, but mine was just beginning. "Dear Mama," I wrote, "thank you for teaching me how to fly." Baby, I was like, I'm telling you, I cried just saying it, because think about it. Your people, not even just your parents, when they tell you these stories, that's something you should hold on to like a good recipe.
Yes.
Yeah.
You get to understand them. They're not perfect people, but they kind of mold you to who you're going to be.
Right.
You kind of can see yourself. Oh, that's why I act the way I do. You know what I mean? So in the book's entirety, I don't care who goes first. Tell me what you thought.
For me, amazing. Because the way the story set out to help us understand how life could be.
Yeah.
I mean, you dealt with everything from family fights, family drama,
Addiction.
Addiction, to then where you brought it home with the treasure box. Set the life insurance policy aside, because that wasn't the most valuable thing. The most valuable thing was the way you ended the story. She got the opportunity to get to know her mother on a more intimate level that the mother was not comfortable sharing with her.
Mm-hmm.
So to all the readers who are not comfortable telling your story to your family or your children, she gave you a way to do it that then led Phoenix to then tell the story. Like, this is real life. Even though it's a fiction novel, she's just talked about how parts of this, she's intertwined family and friends, but it gives you a way to break those chains of bondage, right, that we have, because we don't want to talk about the stuff that's buried. It is our becoming. and it is your children and your families becoming by sharing this story. It was, I don't just give kudos. I am a hard grader, right? I am self-judging and I'm judging of others. And so for me to pick up a book, and you know, I have a library of books, and my grown daughter says to me, "Have you read those books?" I'm like, "Yeah, most of them, probably about 90% of them." Right? I don't consider myself an avid reader, but I like reading good stuff. Yeah. And this for me was good stuff. Yeah. So much so that I've read the next 3 that came after this, but it's just it's the life story of life and death.
Yes.
Right? And how you bring that closure when in that death season that people are looking for. It just gives you a way to do it in a fun and exciting way that we know we all experience. So it was awesome for me.
What about you, T?
It was, like I said before, a very, very good read.
Thank you.
Very detailed. Made you look back into some things that you know for your life and your family. And like darling, it's life. And it's families, and it can be dictated by race. Yes. We all have a piece of craziness in our family. But what and I spoke with my older sister, my younger sister, that why is it that our parents and their parents keep these secrets, right? So we're trying to go back and try to figure out things and just with our family, but we just got to break that cycle. And this is what this book.
You ain't got to tell everything, but you cannot hold these secrets. And I think our elders held those secrets. It's in our DNA because you think about slavery.
We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that. We don't say that because you don't want your kids to get sold off. Yeah. It's just embedded, and we gotta break that cycle, and we gotta teach some things to the generation that's coming up because they don't know anything, and they can be duped into repeating history. Yes. We already see things happening. Yes. So I think this book for me was dealing with loss. Yeah. A healthy way to deal with loss. You're gonna go through things, you're gonna have to process some things, but you don't have to stay there. And nobody, and I want you to hear me on the other side of this microphone, nobody can tell you how long to grieve.
That's right. That's true.
That's on you. It's personal. Because grieving is different for everybody. Yeah. And you might grieve a friend harder than you grieve a family member. Especially if you lose somebody unexpectedly. Like my dad, remember he was sick and I prepared myself. Yes. And I cried the whole time he was sick. So when God called him home, I was okay. Yeah. I smiled. I was laughing at the funeral where everybody else was hollering. And I was like, I was good. Yeah, you made your peace. Because I made my peace. I was there for him. I even when he wasn't there for me. Yeah. But when my friend Latane died, it was so unexpected. It took me a year. Yeah. A year to get past that. And every now and then, a tear will drop. Yeah. I have a picture of her on my back wall. Yeah. You would think she was Auntie Tane, or my big sister Latane. So don't let anybody tell you how long to grieve. And if you get this book and you read this book and you like this book, please share it with your friends. Yeah. Please let everybody know. And go to Amazon and write a review. Write a review on my social media page, because when you're an indie author, it's not like I have a publishing company behind me. Nobody knows this greatness will just be in your hands. Yeah. And nobody will know it. You gotta share it with somebody. And I'm just grateful for those who have. I thank you for your support, because this is about to go someplace. And it's once one happens, because I actually have how many books now, Tracy? 9? Yeah. I think I have 9 novels. And because once God gives them to me, I can't get up until I finish. Yeah. We're going to close it out with this. If this was a movie, who would play who? So I would want Regina Hall to play Phoenix. Okay. I would want Dion Cole to play Jaden. Because when he write and body wise, and
Okay.
I think he could really play that sensitive role. And I picked those two because they both lost their mother. So I think that they would really gravitate to the role. I would like Taraji P. Henson to play Vanessa, the one that was about to throw her sister in the grave.
Yeah.
When they was at the gravesite.
So you want to see a little cookie in her.
Yeah. But I don't know who I would have play the mama and the daddy, or the other two. Like you said, that was Jennifer Lewis.
Jennifer
That's the
Lewis.
crazy one.
That's for the
That's the
crazy.
one that-
Oh, Jennifer.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I would love to see this on the big screen.
What's her name? Jennifer's best friend, Loretta. She played in
Devine.
Dream.
Loretta Devine.
Yeah, she the mother. Maybe Vivian.
Oh, but you know who could play Vivian? Who could play Vivian? Vanessa Williams. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know.
Doing all them TikToks.
I think because I won't.
Yeah.
Because
Loretta's a little bit more softer when you think of the mother. She had, if you think of Black Stories that have been told, she's played the spectrum of mother role and could embody.
I want her to be jazzy, like, because if you think of, she was a fashion player.
Viola.
Yeah, maybe Viola Davis. She could pull it off. She could pull it off to me.
Now who's Wayne?
Who could be? Oh, you know what?
Let me see if you're gonna say the right one.
He's a
I was gonna say somebody, but you go.
You can say your name, but do y'all remember watching?
Yes.
Play Wayne. But he's not a big name.
Okay.
Do you remember watching The Best Man final chapters when they went to where in the Bahamas? And Neil Long kept running into the chocolate guy. Neil Long kept running into.
I don't remember who the guy.
But I think I wrote Wayne. Yeah,
He was fine.
You said 6'8", you know.
Yeah, girl, when I saw that, that's what I saw.
But Idris could. Idris could definitely. So if y'all here, we tag y'all get the book, read the book, and then y'all let me know who y'all think should play it. Idris, if you see it, if you somebody wanna create a movie.
I'll be your personal coach for that section.
Because baby, Wayne was like a big Wayne.
Big Wayne. I was like, oh my God.
I read that. I was
Big
like,
Wayne.
let me read them.
Right. It gave a gift card.
But look, y'all, thank y'all. At first, Tracy's always said I'm grateful for her. But Darlene, thank you for being a part of the panel.
Yeah.
It's hard to get people on the panel sometimes, and that's going to actually really get involved.
Yeah, okay.
And thank you for y'all support of all my books. Now, y'all get out there and get that Night Shift at Hope Central.
Yeah, I'm coming back to that.
Dirty.
Ooh.
Yeah, because we did an opening for the Night Shift at Hope Central, but I really think we need to have a book club on Silk Sessions After Dark about the trilogy. We should do that when Camille drops. Because Camille's coming out. I'm not going to get but okay, if we do the Night Shift at Hope Central, we won't give much away. We'll give some things away, but we won't give much away. Baby, let me tell you something. About my books, there are a lot of twists and turns. When you think you about to know what's about to happen, I pull the rug from under your feet every chance I get, just like I did with this one. Because I know when y'all got to that one,
I was like,
when they was in the ice cream parlor.
I wasn't ready for
the
that.
second dose. I wasn't.
I
wasn't ready for
Oh,
the
Oh, let me tell you something.
that second dose,
In the second dose of the 7 if you think you want an open relationship, you ain't ready for it.
Oh, you're not ready.
There's a consequence that come with that. I'm too stingy to do it, but I sure wrote about it. So, yes, this has been Silk Sessions After Dark, where the glasses are poured, the tea is hot, and the conversation is always deeper after dark. I'm your girl, Mimi Michelle. Until next time, boom. Oh, I ain't got nothing to toast, but we can toast it on now. We can toast it out. Good night, everybody.